So right now I'm pumping out all the hydraulic fluid out. I need to fix a small leak we have. Unfortunately, the leak is at the very bottom of the hydraulic tank. There's a little O-ring in there that needs to be replaced, so I have to pump everything out, take the tank off, lift the cab up to get to it. Not too bad, just kind of obnoxious to have to do. They should have designed it to not have an O-ring in there. Should have been a fixed piece. I'll show you that in a second here. Alright, so I got the cab lifted up. I'll show you the part. This is my pot that I'm going to catch the rest of the hydraulic fluid in, but this hose right here leads up to the bottom of this hydraulic tank, and this is where it's leaking. There's an O-ring that goes in there. So we're going to disconnect the hose and remove the tank and replace that O-ring. Alright, so once you take off the hoses, hydraulic hoses there, then you're going to want to get these top bolts that are snuck right behind this cable. I'm going to try and keep the zip ties. The zip ties are actually connected to a bracket that bolt is connected to, but I'm going to try and just leave the zip ties on there so I don't have to redo them. Might be a pain to get back on, but I'll deal with that later. So yeah, it's just basically 2 bolts, and then this whole tank will come right out. Alright, we got the tank pulled out of there. This is the part that's leaking. So there should just be an O-ring right under here. Oh yeah, and there's definitely some crud in here, so that's actually good. Yeah, I think that O-ring is squished way down. So, well, it's definitely it. And as you can see, it's caught some stuff in this filter over time. So, good thing that thing's in there. Alright, I'm just going to peel this old O-ring out and replace that and tighten this thing back up. Alright, so we got the new O-ring on this installed. I actually went ahead and replaced, I ordered, when I looked at the parts manual, it showed 2 O-rings on here. I wasn't sure why, but now I see why. So I actually replaced this sensor's O-ring as well while we're under here, because obviously we don't want to come back to have to do this later. So good thing that was there. And I'm just going to tighten that up. These are all plastic, so you don't want to go crazy. Obviously, just snug them up until they feel a little snug. And that's it. I'm going to clean this connector out as well. And we should be good to go. That was definitely the issue. The old O-ring on here was just really, really squished down and shrunk just from age. So that should definitely seal that up. Well, that's it. Tank is in. Just going to close the cab now. Start it up and give it a little test run. It wasn't so bad. It took me about 45 minutes to get that whole thing out of there. O-rings changed out and put back in. So not a bad project overall. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I got plenty of other videos on maintaining the skid steer here. And with that said, we'll see you guys on the next one.